Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in to Natalie Levin Astrology for Thursday, April 30th, 2020. I am Natalie Levin, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about what is happening today energetically. Right this moment, the moon for all of us is in Leo, and Leo energy tends to be slightly more gregarious and less sensitive than perhaps you were feeling for the past 2 days when the moon was in Cancer. So I'm hoping that it feels like a little bit of a respite if you've been crying and crying for 2 days and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't stop crying, and like I'm dehydrated because I lost all these tears. And however, the moon is also opposing, which is an opportunity for transformation. It's opposing Saturn, so you might be feeling, I mean, we're in such an interesting time right now. These are very tiny snapshots of what's happening right now, but perhaps you might be feeling more of the frustration as the moon's in Leo for the next 2 days. You might be feeling more of the frustration of this stop. No, you can't go. Stop, baby, what's that sound? It's like really a stop, and you can't go. So that stopping energy, I feel like, is really up right now. Saturn is limits and stop and creating structure. It could also be an opportunity for you to think about, not that anyone has to do anything during this pandemic, because we're all in a state of trauma all the time right now. Whether you feel it or not, collectively, we're in a crisis. And so what the invitation is, from me at least, is to be very, very gentle with yourself, because it's really hard to function for a lot of people right now. And what I'm giving you are little snippets of some of the astrology that might be happening and how it might be affecting you. So again, invite you to be very gentle with yourself during this time. Please keep in mind also that the sun, which is our collective ego, it is our isness, is still right next to, conjunct, co-joining Uranus, which is also co-joining together with Mercury for all of us in Taurus. So what this says to me is that Uranus is shocks and surprises and earthquakes and lightning bolts and volcanoes exploding, and also divine awakening. Like, it can be an enlightenment moment. So the communications that are happening collectively, even though we don't actually know what is true and what isn't true right now, might still contain these moments of, oh, you might have this epiphany moment, like, oh, maybe this is what's happening, and I never thought of it this way. I'm going to really radically turn around my thinking and imagine, oh, maybe this is so that aliens have been living among us for trillions, forever. And maybe this is so that my soul actually is here having a momentary physical experience. These are things that might suddenly be able to come more easily for you right now. That's my imagination, that's my fantasy. We also, again, have this very foggy, unclear, confused energy of Neptune in Pisces. Neptune is the Poseidon. It's diving down deep into the underworld of the water, or the watery realms. And again, our machines cannot go to the most deep parts of some of the oceans because the pressure's too high. The pressure's too strong, it'll crush the machines. So we don't actually know what's at the bottom of some of our bodies of water. And so we have that energy of not knowing, of mystery in Pisces, which is even more fog and confusion and ether. It's also connection to spirit and to our connection to our guides and our angels. And if you don't have connection to guides or angels, maybe you could simply connect with going outside and taking a breath of air. Maybe that could be, because that is spirit. Inspirare, respirare. Respirare has the That's Italian for to breathe, and it actually means to re-put your spirit in, re-spirit yourself. So if you go out and take a breath, respira, you will be re-spiriting yourself. So that can be something you could do to connect with what is beyond the veil, what we can't see. Please also know that the energy of the pandemic, which is, well, Anne Orderly calls it the pandemic planets, but they're also simply the energy of death and destruction and rebirth and recreation, if we are able to do that, are incredibly active right now, because Pluto just stopped in the sky and now appeared to, and now he's going backwards. He's retrograde. And when a planet is retrograde, it brings up even more repressed stuff that is around Pluto. I mean, it doesn't bring it up. The invitation is to go even more deeply. What am I not digging out here? What have I not uncovered and unveiled about my darkest, the parts of myself that I really don't want to see? How can I go in, maybe with the help of a therapist, maybe with the help of an astrologer, maybe with meditation, or the help of your of praying? I don't know how that works for you. But maybe you can go inside and do some more excavating during this time, plunder the depths of your experience in this lifetime and maybe other lifetimes, and see what can be brought to the light as Pluto is retrograde. And that's also happening for us collectively. So that is a lot of shit coming up to the surface right now. I mean, it's very, very visible. And we're doing our collective chart right now. It's not, some of it is not particularly pleasant. And if you keep doing the work of digging deep and, remembering that you're a spirit having a physical experience right now, at least for me, it's also quite exciting. Like, wow, look at how these energies are manifesting for society. And death is a part of being a human being. So the fact that my spirit might leave its body at any point is part of the experience of being human. So what is it like for you to sit with that knowledge? A lot of humans tend to run away from that information and spend their whole lives running from the fact that they are going to die. So what would it be like to sit with this breath in and breath out of, I'm here right now, I'm incarnate. Carne means meat. I'm in the meat of my physical body right now. And then see what it's like to sit with that and know that it could end. So can I be even more present in this moment? I am unattached to whether or not you're able to do this, and these are simply suggestions and things that are coming up for me during this time. If you're interested, the way I spoke about the astrology just now is related to how it's hitting all of us collectively. However, it's hitting each of us individually and our charts differently. So if you are interested to see what it's like for you to have these energies swirling around you right this moment, I invite you to contact me, and I can help you with your chart. I can help to explain what's going on. I can help you to understand more how to work with the energies. If you like this video, I invite you to share, like, or subscribe on YouTube. And I am so thrilled that you chose to incarnate with me. Thank you so much. And I am holding you all in my heart, and I love you.